As many of you may know, Wednesday Season 2 just dropped on Netflix, and I decided to recreate the first 4 episodes out of Lego. Now this season already started off with a bang with so many twists and turns, so without further ado, Lego. Now the first thing I wanted to build was the Addam family's car. Lego has made this car before, and this is what it looks like, but I wanted to make it a little bit bigger. And well, I was looking at my Lego Batmobile set, and I thought, I could change that up a little bit and make it into the Addams family car. So that's exactly what I did. Here it is, and I think it honestly turned out really well. I just had to pop off a few of the more Batman aspects, like the wings on the back of the car, the big jet engine on the back, and then I also added like a gargoyle on the front with some cool greebling techniques, and then of course with their suitcase on the top of the roof. And honestly, I really like how this one turned out. I also included other minifigs. Here is the Wednesday Addams minifigure, and I think she looks pretty good. I even gave her her cello. Then you have Morticia Addams, her mother, and I think this minifigure also turned out very accurate. Gomez Addams also turned out great, her father of course. And then of course I cannot forget Lurch. I gave him extra bricks on his feet to make him even taller and more accurate to the show. And I think this is a first good set of minifigures and a good first build. On to the second build, which still takes place in episode 1. And this is like the big carnival or night out that the new president of Nevermore decided to do for all the students. It's a night where they're celebrating, I guess, Nevermore, and they have like this big wooden raven, which ravens are very prevalent so far in this season, and they do symbolize something. But anyway, here is the president, the new president of Nevermore, Barry Dort, which, call me dumb, but I literally thought that was Willem Dafoe the whole time, but it's not. Anyway, this is the new president of Nevermore, and he definitely seems to be a big character this season. And then I also included Wednesday here again, but this time with a torch as she sets the poster on fire that's supposed to commemorate her saving the school. This one's pretty fun, and I also included 2 other minifigures in this build because I didn't think I would put them anywhere else, and there was a lot of students in attendance at this event. So the 2 I included was Monica, and I think she looks really good, and Enid, which she definitely has a prevalent role again in this season. Both of these minifigures I think look really good. Besides the school outfits not being super accurate, at least they're purple. And yeah, this is all the episode 1 builds. On to episode 2. Now for episode 2, we get reintroduced to Tyler, and right now he's actually locked up in a cell to, I guess, hold back him because he turns into the Hyde, of course. And yeah, this is a pretty simple build. I of course included Wednesday here again. And one thing I have not mentioned yet, but the way I got Wednesday's hairpiece is I actually colored that with a marker, which I think it can wash off, but it's not washing off of my fingers as right now. But anyway, yeah. It used to be dark blue, but now it is black, and I think it looks good. But yeah, there is the Tyler minifigure looking all angry and all this. And yeah, he's chained up with this big collar around his neck too, just to hold him back from escaping this detainment area. It's an okay build, and we can move on to the second build now. And that involves Pugsley, which we have not mentioned yet, but that is, of course, Wednesday's brother. And he turned out okay. And then there's also Eugene here, and Eugene's minifigure I think turned out a little bit better. But what I have made here is their little hut where Eugene keeps his bees and honey. But a new character that gets introduced is this zombie that was from this tall tale that one of the teachers was talking about. I think it actually was President Dort. And anyway, Pugsley one night goes out there and accidentally electrocutes the ground, kind of like his uncle does. But it resurrects this guy, and it's literally a zombie. So he holds him in Eugene's like bee little center or little bee hut. And yeah, that's what this build is showing. Now on to episode 3. And like I just mentioned, Pugsley's uncle does make an appearance. And that, of course, is Uncle Fester. And here he is, even with his electricity powers. Electricity! Okay. And yeah, I think this one turned out good. I did use the Voldemort head here, but it turned out nice. Besides just that though, there's also another character that makes a appearance for the first time from the previous season, and that is Marilyn Thornhill, this time rocking like a weird red haircut with like a bob. And yeah, she tries to meet with Tyler again, and she has a really creepy demeanor this time around. But yeah, she Eventually, something happens in the 4th episode, but let's just say it does not end well for her. But the big build I have for episode 3 is when Wednesday actually duels her mother in the forest, and they're like fencing back and forth for Wednesday to be able to either keep her book, which allows her to have psychic powers, and when she does her psychic powers, that's when she actually gets the black tears on her face. But her mother wants to protect her, and so they're dueling to keep the book or get rid of it, and Wednesday actually loses, so her mom eventually throws the book into the fire. And that's what this build represents. I think the build is decent. Now we can move on to the 4th and final episode that is out so far, and this one was a doozy. So they're in the hospital or in the detainment center where not only Tyler's getting held, but the zombie's getting held now. Fester's there, and like I mentioned before, Marilyn Thornhill's there, and this is the episode where, yeah, she dies. And then Tyler breaks free because the whole place is like on lockdown, so there's no guards around his cell, so he breaks out, and what happens is he actually kicks Wednesday through a window, knocking her onto the ground, and then you see her kind of not bleed out, but it's not a good situation, let's just say that. So that's what this build represents here. It's just that scene. I did not build Tyler in his hide form, sadly, just because I could not get a good enough design, but this build does represent that moment. Hopefully Wednesday's doing okay, but we'll find out in the next 4 episodes coming out soon. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, let me know which of the builds was your favorite. This was a really fun idea. I just thought of it the other day because I didn't think Wednesday season 2 was already out, but then I checked the other day on Netflix and I was like, what the heck? So I literally binge watched all the episodes and then built those up for you guys. So like I said, let me know what your favorite build was or favorite episode. Also, if you're excited for Wednesday season 2. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you're currently on like a binge of mine, or this is your first video you've seen, you can scroll around on my channel. I'm sure you'll find another video that you will like. I recreate shows and movies all the time on this channel, so there's definitely a video out there for you. But thank you guys so much for watching. If this video gets, I don't know, let's say 1,000 likes, I'll try to make a part 2 for when Wednesday season 2 comes out. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. God bless and peace out. Bye.